Hey guys, it's Imperial Silver here today. Got a different video for you guys today. Kind of similar to last time where it's more of a discussion. I don't have a lot, but there is a good lot coming in, so get ready for that. I also might spice up and try and do 2 videos a week, or 1.5, and do like a discussion video no matter what, and then do like an opening or something in the week, or a cleaning coin when I get around to those. It's taking me longer than I thought. But besides that, let's get down to today's video. As you read in the thumbnail, or title, I guess. Why are coins kind of getting ugly? I think a lot of people in the hobby share this sentiment. I'm not talking about like mint coins. I'm talking about coins that you use on your day-to-day purchases. Such as like this, like little pennies. And if you're in Europe, maybe you use euros. And why they're kind of uglier than coins these days. I'm going to kind of go through, like I'm going to kind of show you them as we go through. And I'm just going to kind of explain, like I'm just going to give you some examples. And yeah, some of these I have more, some of these I have less, but mostly American. I have a little bit of European here to show you. And yeah, let's just get into it. If you like what you see, leave a like and subscribe or comment. And yeah, I'd really appreciate it. Right off the get-go, I think we can all kind of say roughly through the coin, just a euro. Like we'll use 2 coins, and you're gonna see my handwriting here, and I'm really sorry because it is pretty awful, some of these. We have 2 coins right here, and I think these 2 coins are pretty good at showing the differences in the eras. And I would say that these eras kind of start to happen in the 40s, kind of more in the 50s, going to the 60s, that a lot of countries kind of start going to this a little bit, I don't want to say uglier style of coin, because this isn't a bad coin. Like I actually think these are okay, but they're not wowy. You know, this coin doesn't like wow you at all. It's basic, gets the point across. But this is like pretty. This is like art. Like this is a gorgeous coin. Super sorry guys, I just want to do, like I have a lot of coins I want to show you. I'd rather show you a whole bunch instead of popping these all out. If you want me to do it for the next video, if we do discussion, if I get 10 likes, I'll make sure I get these out. Then I can do it. But it is a lot of work to go through and restaple them all and relabel, because and it's a lot of waste. I don't really like wasting too much. But what is it? Either way. So yeah, but this coin is way more pretty. And I think 9 out of 10, maybe 10 out of 10 coin collectors would agree. Even though this is worn, in prime condition, it would be better, at least for sure. And there's a couple of reasons, I think, for this. And we're just going to go through as I go through them. I'll just kind of set up some stuff. Yeah. And, you go from coins that... And most of these coins are too old. And I think this holds for pretty much any coin over, like, 60 years. There's a couple countries that are a little uglier than others, but... overall, most of the coins before 1950-40 tend to be quite pretty. Like, very stylized. We have all these stars in God We Trust. This could just looks like it'd be beautiful. In Plur's God, it's very majestic. And I think the main reason is simply, this is very worn, but this is one of the nicer coins you can get. I don't have a nice one of these yet on my list. And then you get to like stuff like this. Like, this is so boring compared to every other side of these coins here. Like, this is kind of getting close, you could argue. But I would say like this side blows this out of the water. I don't even think this is like a nicer, newer, like modern coin side. And I don't have the newest Washington, but like why did coins get ugly? Why did they go to this like face system? Well, I think one of the big things is kind of word of mouth. I don't know if it's word of mouth, I should say, or like a country's image. In 1964 there was television, newspaper, and all these sorts of things. You go back to like 1946, there's still that around, but it has less influence. It's country's more word of mouth. You start to really go back, like if we go to the 1854 I had out here, like the television wasn't around. There was some newspaper stuff. You can only read, but some people, this might be like the only real thing of the state you see. And that's like a big thing, right? Like that's the only thing you know about your state. then that's gonna be the only thing you know about your state. So like with pennies, we had the big ones. I thought I grabbed one, but I messed up. You have 1857, like your Flying Eagle. Really pretty, very well done. It's not crazy, but it's fairly pretty. It's basic, but it's pretty. You have your classic Indian, which I think is one of the prettier coins. Very nice wreath, beautiful headdress. Just very nice. And then even I didn't go weedy. Here we go. Even a weedy. Wheaties are getting pretty plain, I would say. Wheaties are one of the first coins in the U.S. I'd say that are pretty plain, but they have like a nice little calmness to them with these wheat designs. And then we get to modern pennies, and there's something here, but it's not much. I'm not a big fan of like this. That's also a thing in the States that they really went to like presidents, which I think was a bad decision. But and then they went to this, which is even uglier in my opinion. I think this is really ugly. But like back in the day, this might be all you see of your country. So, they're going to try and make you feel a bit more patriotic, kind of put propaganda. They're actually going to care about it. They're going to spend the time and the money to get, people that can make art pieces. Like this is art, This doesn't feel like art to me. This is very plain. And this kind of pulls me into my other point, which I'm going to pull up my cents for, because I think they're one of the best describers of this. My 5 cents, my nickels here. We have like a beautiful, I don't know if this is going to show up well. I don't really want to take it out though. My beautiful 5-cent shield here. This is gorgeous, really beautiful in a lot of ways. This side's pretty plain, I'll be honest. But it's just gorgeous. And that's maybe the only coin you see, right? And then I think another big thing, this is kind of the second thing, besides like the propaganda, is you get stuff. So before, I think people could recognize a bit more of what a coin was without, like, I think coins moved to more of a business purpose rather than a country's prestige and image purpose. So in 1883, you had coins without cents. This was changed quickly after because people tried to paint these and make them $5 coins. But besides the point, saying cents on here was not vital at the time. And I think pretty much every other coin past this point would probably have it. But you could definitely find coins in history that aren't really labeled well because they're more about image. They're more about prestige. This coin is very pretty. 5. That's all you need to know. 5. And you have this beautiful Lady Liberty, and that's the United States of America. That's what they care about. The country, not the monetary. That's second when it comes to coins, because this is like the main way of advertising your country to people. This goes all around the world, especially in these times, like especially bigger denominations. If you had like trade dollars, you had Spanish reals, they would go around the world. And then they fixed it. They gave it cents here. Again, really beautiful. This is really nice patina. Sorry. And we went to like nickels like this. There's a really nice looking nickel. Very pretty. I think this has a really nice like kind of plainness to it. And then we get a president and a really boring building. And like, these aren't even too bad, but like you're gonna tell me that these. Like, this is objectively much prettier than this. Straight up. And this is leagues prettier than this boring building, in my opinion. And you can even see on this. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's 5 cents. This isn't the best one. I think the pennies are actually a really good example of that. I'm going to bring them back quick. Just 2 of them, though. I'll do it really quick. What do we have? 1 cent. And this is big. I think this is really big, but they do it in an elegant way. 1 cent. And I think that's another thing. Like, it's just, they're really striving. Also, I think another thing is they also are trying to make them more unique. Because I think they moved coins to more of a business purpose instead of a prestige purpose, I'll use the last American so I can jump to European right after. I have like 2 little dimes here. We have seated. Nothing crazy. 1 dime. Nothing crazy. This is nice. It's fairly easygoing. And then we have the Mercury dime, one of the highest regarded ones. And it kind of doesn't say super well what it is, but it's very pretty. And then we have a Roosevelt, which, to be honest, I actually don't mind the Roosevelt's this design that much. But we have an old dude that, like, and I'm not saying like having a president on your coin is bad, because many monarchs look great on coins, but the modern populace and like you can't it'd be weird to give Roosevelt, a wreath or a hat or something, make him look more beautiful, and I think that's kind of what separates presidents from kings. And it just kind of keeps them from really making a sure coin out of them. Like these two coins, this is way objectively uglier in my opinion than this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody thinks the opposite. But every time I look at a forum or something where people are talking about coins, man, this is really not focusing on this. This is a much uglier coin to people. Not really a dime. I think the dime's actually pretty well regarded, and it's not just like American coins. This spreads over various things. Like, you have your Spanish coins here. I thought I had a better, these coins are all quite pretty, and even this one has no king on it, which is kind of big. And this is really pretty comparatively to anything today that I can think of. Like, this is pretty much like a quarter. Like, the quarter gets blown out of the water. I think the Spanish are good at making coins, so, especially earlier, but no king. Simple design. Coat of arms looks great, though. This one has a similar design. This is a really little guy. King. It looks alright. I don't really like faces too much. He's a little bit more regal, though, at least. But this side makes up for it. This is the way they like got around. Like, you didn't know who your king was unless it's said on the coin, more so, right? Or word of mouth in 1806. And this is what you would see. You'd be like, oh this is my country's coat of arms. This is my king. And, the country's put a lot of work into this to make it so they looked good on their coins instead of, like, just slapping on any old dead guy. And the modern coins for those, I don't have. Like, I thought I had a World War II coin from Francisco's era, and they're not very pretty. They're, like, alright, the Piestas. But euros, I think euros are a little better sometimes because they have some unique stuff going on. But overall, they're alright. This commemorative stuff is kind of cool, but like it doesn't hold the same value. Like, this doesn't really. It's like this just looks like. This kind of looks like play money, right? Like it's this is really a big definition. €2, like that's all you see on that side. That's all you get. Same with this. Oh, like that's a big thing. Like just €1, 1 euro cents. It's not about pride. It's not about like yeah, they have their nations here. They have something great about their nations. It's supposed to be like a French kind of thing, but like these don't hold the same. Wow, that's really not focusing. The same look that old coins had. They're just kind of plain. They're more monetary. And yeah, I think that's kind of the big two things. Is it's just like, here's Germany. We'll toss it in just because I have them really here. This is like a pretty close era. This is only 50 years apart. Mind you, this is 2 World War Germany, so pretty rough time for them. But just look at the eagle. Like, this is a very pretty eagle, very intricate, and this is very like, boom. It's not bad. It has some beauty to it, but it's not the same level. I'd say this is prettier also still. This one has a really good toning, to be fair, too. This also has the country on the name there, then 1 mark. Like, that's what it has, and this just has Deutschmark and Bundesrepublik. So this has the country, too, but it's on the other side. But there's something lost. Oh, this one also has edge stuff. I don't think this one does. Edge stuff is a little different. We don't have that, but I don't know too many countries where they do a ton of edge stuff. I don't think these euros have much. I think they have a little bit, actually. Edge stuff is a little new, but it's also been around for a while. There's edge coins. I don't have any out here, but Germany did a lot of edge coins, actually. I just don't have any out. yeah, that's kind of the thing I think is it's just kind of like, like where did, where did we, stop making these like really beautiful coins, and start making these kind of objectively ugly coins. And I think it's mostly business and countries not needing to like spread their image through just coins, like why, like, because yeah, back in like 1850 or earlier, or 1940, this might be the only thing you see of the US government your whole life. If you live out in the boonies, this could be all you could see. What would you think? This is the only thing you saw of your country. You live in the boonies, you're doing whatever, maybe logging or farming, I have no idea. This would probably inspire some, some pride, some nationalism in you. And to kind of cherish this a bit. This is very basic, there's a president. Okay, cool. Liberty, I get it. So it's kind of nice. This is like my country a little bit. But I don't think this makes you... And I also think that's one other thing with the business thing. This makes you kind of want to hold on to it. This is so pretty, you might hold on to it. Right condition, you might hold on to this because you view this as a piece of art. You'll just spend this. Like there's... Yeah. And that's what I think, guys. I'm just going to leave the video there. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe. I hope to... Can't wait to show you guys that stuff that's coming in. That's going to be really fun. I think it's going to be a good video, so stay tuned and subscribe if you want to see that. And yeah, until next time, guys, keep collecting.